we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And we'll get started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it to the back. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Complete. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll pass it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a move to get room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And here comes the Nebraska offense. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Finding an escape route. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make fast and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll give it to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it.
Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there. But great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly.
Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He leaves it with his back. Plows through the defense. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fakes to grab. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
And it's no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and what a good job by the defense. The objective number one in the passing game, get pressure on the quarterback, get hits, because those hits, Palmer, they add up, don't they?
They do, and for this quarterback, he's going to have to do a really good job moving forward of not seeing ghosts and not letting those hits you're talking about start to affect him. That won't be the last time.
There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's
on the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. It's complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Huskers will punt this one away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Dennis. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball.
Caught at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. Oh, they blocked the kick. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Cornhuskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Makes the grab. It's Dennis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're getting out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and in.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense. This second half ain't going to be easy.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And the change now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle. It's Morton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Takes the grab on the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Morton.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Defense looks like they're coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Morton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What The doctor always ordered an explosive play to the 40.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jeffrey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Penn State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too.
Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on.
Looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down right there, but not. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle.